get started. Mother's Day. We're on a block if you have one. Roll it back once, roll it back twice, and then go ahead and let your head be supported. And then let the feet go where is comfortable for you. You can have your knees bent with your knees in. And at any point, by the way, if this starts to get a little uncomfortable, just take the block out from behind you. Just roll it to your side and let the block come off to the side. Just soften the lower half of the body, so try not to excessively arch or additionally arch, and allow the knees to come in or out, whatever feels right for you, without creating any stress to your breath, to your body. And just, you can notice how big you can fill up your belly and your chest in the breath. And just continue to breathe slowly and just come into this space and breathe. Begin to let go of all the other stuff going on around us. It's going to go around. It's going to go on. But we're not going to be affected by anything on the outside right now, and this is just our opportunity to take ourselves on a little journey this morning called yoga. So just a few more rounds of breath here in this position. If you haven't already come off your block, we'll be coming off shortly. And just bring your hands to your heart center for a moment. Touch the prayer hands together. And then bring the prayer hands to your third eye, or maybe just your thumbs to your third eye. Gentle press between the two brows. And if you close your eyes, you might see a vibrant violet color at your third eye, your sixth chakra. Seal an intention for yourself today or your practice today, or just something you want to send out into the universe. On this next inhaling breath, release your hands. If your legs are not bent, bend them. Take yourself over carefully to one side. Remove the block from your back. Remove the block from your head. And you can just move them down to the front of your mat for now, or to the sides. Lay on your back and hug your knees into your chest. And grab opposite fingers, wrists, forearms, elbows. Rock on your spine. Give a little relief. And then keep just the right leg into your chest and lower the left leg onto the floor. Extend it out like you're pushing against a wall. And then bring the knee of the right leg on the outside of the right ribs. Inhale. And exhale. Find length out of your hips. Bring your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Open your right arm out to the side. Inhale. On the exhaling breath, twist over to the left side. You can have your leg close to your right leg close to your left leg, or out all the way to the side. See what speaks to you this morning. Send the breath all the way down the right side of your torso to the outside of the right hip knee. Inhale, return to the center. Bring your right knee and bring your left knee in. Rock on your spine, make circles in one direction, and then reverse the direction. Left knee comes into the chest as the right leg extends out. Pull the knee closer to your chest. You're not holding on to your knee really. You're somewhere around, the shin or underneath the thigh. Extend the right leg long like you're pushing a wall against, or your foot against a wall. And bring your left knee on the outside of your left rib cage. Inhale, send your right hand to the outside of the left leg and twist over to the right side. So it's always nice to do a spinal twist after a little extended spine. Reach your arms in two directions, or your left arm out to the side. Inhale, return to your back. Left knee in, right knee in. Hug your knees to your chest and lift your head and shoulders up. Grab a hold of the top of the foot, shin, ankle. And then rock side up, forward and back on your spine a couple times until you make your way into a seated position. Sit any cross-legged position that feels good to you. You can be supported by a block under your hips or under your knees or not at all. And just again, rock the flesh from side to side. Place your hands on top of your thighs. And then exhale your hands to your heart center, revisiting the intention you might have set a few moments ago. Bring your belly to your spine as you round your back. Send your arms out in front of you. Interlace your fingers and flip them inside out. Inhale, lift your chest up, roll over your sitting bones, bring the arms up. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, lift up, extend your spine. Exhale, round and curl. Stay in the rounded position and just bring your arms a little bit to the right side. Inhale to the center, bring your arms to the left side. Inhale to the center, extend your arms up, lift your chest up, and fold over your legs. Just walk your hands out a little bit further. Let your hips stay grounded on the floor or the block if they're on a block. Soften your belly and let everything go. Breathe. 2 more rounds of breath. Lift your chest, inhale, walk your hands back in, lean back, shake out your legs, and switch the cross of the legs. So just switch over, and let's just do a little side bend here, right arm down, left arm up. Just rock a little side to side here. We did a little twist, but we'll do a little bend. And take yourself over to your right side. Open up your chest, shoulders. Inhale up and over to the other side. Open your shoulders, chest. Keep your right hip rounded. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Hips go back, head down. Breathe in and out. Feel the stretch behind the back, behind the hips. You'll notice that you might have one side feel a little bit more mobile than the other, and that's kind of normal. Take another breath here, walk your hands back in, exhale, lean back once again, release your support if you're on it, shake it out, and then take your feet onto the floor, hands behind you, fingers point in if possible, lift your hips up off the floor, and just give a little bit more extra stretch here. And then this is nothing cool, but walk your hands closer to your feet so you come into a forward squat. Nothing fun, nothing fancy, just place your hands on the outside of each leg. Take a breath in as you exhale the breath. Begin to lower your heels and lift your hips, but bend your knees a whole lot, so that your belly can rest on your thighs. I've just got my blocks on either side of my feet, should I want to use them sooner or later. So let your belly rest on your thighs. Let your head come down. Shake it out, yes or no. Get rid of any tension. Grab opposite elbows and just hang a little bit more forward. So feel the weight shifting into the balls of the feet a little bit more. And then switch the cross of the arms. Legs are bent enough that I can rest my whole chest onto it. Inhale, release the arms and let them just dangle. Tuck the chin to your chest. Press down firmly, roll up slowly. When you come to the top of the lift, roll the shoulders back and around. Arms come down by your side. Turn your palms open, thumbs open, shoulders open. Press firmly through your feet. I'm just going to adjust the hair. So press the big toe, little toe ball of the foot. Press it firmly into the floor so you're not rocking in or out of your legs. Lift your kneecaps up. Press your calves towards your shins. Bring your tailbone beneath you, collarbone spread forward. Chin parallel to the floor, crown of the head to the sky. Lots of stuff going on here. Press firmly in through your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way overhead. Touch the palms together. Reach up and over as you perhaps lift out of your waistline a little bit more without dumping into the lower back. So make it only as small as you can, just keep the tailbone tucked under. And or release your hands to your back, fingers in either direction. Lift your heart up. Inhale, lift your chest up, come up. Forward fold, let your arms dangle down by the floor. Bend your knees as much or as little as you want or need to. Walk your hands to your right side. Forward fold over your right leg. Try to keep grounded through the big toes on both feet. The tendency will be to roll into the outer edges a little bit. Inhale, lengthen. Walk over as you exhale to the left side. So you're still kind of keeping your hips squared, we're just moving the torso. Inhale, return back to center. Forward fold, plant your palms. Inhale, lengthen your spine, broaden your collarbones. Bend your knees. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower your right knee to the floor. Release the back foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Open the arms and open your heart. Good. So the left knee is over the ankle, the right knee is on the floor behind your hips, and we're opening up the chest hard. Inhale, release your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift your chest and fold on top or inside of your left thigh. Head down, arms up. So while you might fold on top of the thigh, just don't let your body weight collapse onto the thigh. Another breath. Good. Inhale, release your hands, lift your toe, tuck your toes, right leg. Lift your right knee off the floor. Find stability, you're not on a tightrope. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Bend your bottom leg. Exhale, open the chest. And you decide if you want the legs straight or bent. A lot or a little. Inhale, release your arms behind your back. Knuckles down, same grip is fine. Hinge forward over your left leg or on the inside of your left leg. Head down, arms up. Take another breath. Exhale, release your hands, look forward, inhale. Step back to a high plank, top of a push-up. Push weight into your knuckles, send your shoulders a little bit in front of your wrists. Bend your knees or keep your legs straight, go halfway down. Inhale, roll up and over. Upward facing dog or stay on your belly for a lower cobra. Downward facing dog. Hips come high in the sky. Bend one knee, then the other. Biceps by the ears, chest towards the thighs, hang your head out, let it shake yes and no. Good. Inhale, bring your right leg high in the sky. Exhale, bring your right foot in between your two hands. Lower your left knee to the floor. Tucked or untucked, doesn't matter. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Drop your left hip forward, right knee over the ankle. Exhale, open the arms, lift your chest. Good. Push your left hip all the way forward, tuck your tailbone underneath you. One more breath. Exhale, release your arms behind your back. Switch the finger cross, knuckles down, lift your heart up. Exhale, fold on top or inside of your right thigh. Hug your right hip into the center line. Breathe in, breathe out. Back foot, top of the foot, shin pressing down unless your toes are tucked under. Press down firmly through your right leg. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your left toes underneath you. Lift the left knee up. Make sure your feet are a little bit wider than, at least hips width apart. Inhale, rise up, bring the arms overhead. Exhale, bend the arms, lift your chest. Inhale, release the arms behind your back, one finger over, knuckles down, heart lifts, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, and breathe. release your hands to the floor, look forward. Step back to a high plank pause. Choose your way through chaturanga. Inhale, lift yourself up. Upward dog and downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk your feet from side to side. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to move on. And breathe in. Good. Bend your knees, look forward. Take yourself to the top of the mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sit your weight back into your heels. Sweep your arms up. Yeah, the mother of all poses, would you say? A little chair pose. You can be low, you could be higher, you could have your hands together, you could even have your arms down or back. Press your weight into your heels, lift up to stand up, lift your heart up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center, release your arms. Inhale, sweep your arms up, bend your knees, sit back, chair pose. Exhale, hands down, then straighten your legs, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to high plank pose and chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. It's a little different. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, open up your chest and then send your arms behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, hinge forward. Turn your back foot on its side. So you're in warrior one legs, and now bring your humble warrior towards the earth. Hug your right hip into the center. Left toes are pressing firmly into the earth. Little pinky toes pressing down. Hug into the center, one more breath. Good. Inhale, rise up, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Back hip turns forward by turning the foot a little bit towards the front corner of your mat, left side. 10 o'clock on the clock. Breathe in. Exhale, release your hands, turn your back hip forward. Step back, you either take vinyasas, don't take them, add to them, or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg in the air. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Exhale, bend the arms, lift the chest. Ooh, I'm falling over. Good. Inhale, bring the arms behind your back, other finger on top. Inhale, lift your chest. Sit, hinge forward. Then spin your back foot on its side. Make sure you've got your pinky toe down as well. Fold over or inside of your left leg. Left thigh parallel to the floor, head down, arms up. Inhale and exhale. Press firmly through your foot. Press firmly as you lift. Inhale, arms up. Warrior one pose. Back hip turns forward, back foot, pinky toe down to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, hands to floor, step back to chaturanga. Or you make your way through these vinyasas how you need to get there, right? Or you can skip them all together. Breathe in onto your toes. Exhale, soften your knees, look forward. Inhale. Take yourself back to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Press down, rise up. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring your hands by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Chair pose. Exhale, fold first, then decide if the legs should go straight or not. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog. Right foot steps between the hands, turn the left foot on its side, right into warrior one this time. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, right foot turns, warrior one on the inhaling breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Carry on. Upward dog. Downward dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. Good. Take your weight onto your right hand. Start to turn yourself to the left side. And take your left arm up. You can have the right knee on the floor. Bring your left foot behind you. And just lift your hip up. Left arm up and over your shoulder, over your head. Pull up the right side of your body. Good. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, turn it down to plank. And stretch it back to downward facing dog. So pedal out your dog, shake out your head. Find some stillness when you're ready. Inhale, shift forward onto your left side, stacking or staggering your feet. We're only there for a moment. Stay with that, or take your right foot behind you. Lift your hip up, send your right arm over your head. Lift out of your waist, out of your shoulder. No dumping into the left shoulder. Lift a little higher. Good. Exhale, hands down. Plank pose, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Feet come back together. Inhale, float your right leg up. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee, square off your shoulders. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. And then send it to the center. Step your right foot in between your hands. Turn your back foot on its side. Have a block near your right foot. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, open to warrior two. So there's a little adjustment in the hips, perhaps in the back leg. Back out of your front leg for a moment. Rebend it. Knee in line with hip. Knee in line with second, third toe. Left arm pulls back so shoulders are stacked over the hips. And then broaden through your collarbones. Engage the arms so you have stability. Breathe in, breathe out. Think about your back foot firmly planted on the floor. Big toe, little toe. No rolling in or out on the feet. Energize your arms. One more breath. Good. Flip your right palm up. Bring it up and back. Left arm down the back thigh, but very little pressure on the leg, right? So maybe it's even off the leg. Lift out of your waistline. One more breath. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Turn your toes to face the left side of the mat. Bring your hands behind your back. Either interlace fingers, wrists, forearms, elbows, or bring your hands into reverse prayer. Tailbone underneath you. Lift your chest, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge forward. Put some weight into the balls of your feet and hang your head. Hips over heels. Weight, again, towards the balls of the feet. Hang your head down, shake it out, yes and no. One more breath. If your hands are behind your back, release them to the floor underneath your shoulders. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, walk over to the front of your mat with both hands now on the inside of your right foot. Left foot spins forward. Walk your right foot out to the side. Turn the toes to the side. Lower your hips. Low lizard lunge. Or come to your knee. Or bring your arms on the floor or blocks. Try not to roll off to the side of your foot. So try to just turn the knee open and sink down a little bit more. Big toe pressing into the earth, nice and firm. One more breath. Bring your hands to the floor if you're on your forearms or elbows. Send your right arm up in the air and turn over to the back side of your body. Open up your arm. Bend your left leg, and some of you will grab a hold of it and come back. If you gotta back off to get it, that's fine. Just try to send it forward again. So big opening for the shoulders, big stretch on the quads. Breathe in, breathe out. You have space, we turn the right foot open, the right hip open, so we have a little more space to turn. One more breath. Release your foot if it's holding, or if you're holding it, and then bring your hands on the inside Good. Walk your right foot a little bit more center. Take your right hand outside the right leg. Tuck your left toes underneath you. Lift the knee up. And send your right leg in the air, three-legged dog. Open your right hip. Square the shoulders. Stay in a down dog, but turn your hips squared again. Bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Feet on the floor, chest to the thighs. Inhale, stretch your left leg up in the air. Exhale, step your left foot through. Turn your right foot on its side. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Nice and slow to the top. Take your time. Open up the arms to the left side, left hip, left knee forward. Back off of it for a minute, a moment. And then rebend. Pull your right arm back, left arm forward. Check out your back foot. Make sure all the toes are pressing to the floor. You're not rolling to the pinky or inside into the big toe. Reach in two different directions, shoulders over hips. Think about opening your hips from the center open while squeezing inner thighs, heels towards each other. Make your arms strong. Pretend I'm sitting on your arms. Can you sink a little bit more into your left side, left thigh? Drop your hips down. Breathe. I just can't get enough. Flip your left palm up. Right arm down. Maybe it's touching, maybe it's barely touching. Lift out of your waistline. Pull your right hip to your left side. Stretch the left side of your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, turn your left toes to the right. Inhale, take your hands behind your back. Interlace, wrists, forearms, elbows, or reverse prayer if you took it before. Try it again. Lift your heart up. Exhale, soften the knees as you come forward. Keep the knees soft till you're all the way into your fullest expression. And then decide, okay, I can straighten my legs now. Or no, it's not going to happen. Two more breaths here. Send the weight towards the balls of the feet. Exhale. Good. Inhale, release your hands under your shoulders. Look forward. Inhale. Walk to the left side. Turn your left toes to the left. Right hand, hands inside of the foot. Stay a little bit upright for a breath or two, or stay the entire time. You can bring your knee down or forearms to the floor with or without the knee down. But again, left foot stays firmly on the floor. Don't roll off to the pinky side. So by putting the left big toe to the floor, you'll get a little bit more energy into the leg without just kind of collapsing it. Blocks are great underneath the forearms if you'd like them or need them. Feel the need to get the stretch closer. Just can't get enough. One more breath here where you're just going to stay in the lizard. Bring your hands down. Stretch your left arm forward and back. Open up your chest, shoulders. No dumping in the right shoulder. Bend your right knee if you'd like. Grab a hold of the foot if you'd like. If you come off of the knee or onto the knee to get the foot, that's fine. See if you can hinge forward again. Kick the heel to the hand or click it closer to your buttocks and keep rotating. We've created the space in our left side to be able to turn our torso. One more breath. Slowly release your hand from your foot if you have it. Bring the hands inside. Good. Walk your left foot a little bit more center. Switch the left hand to the outside. Right leg lifts up. Inhale. Exhale, left leg in the air, three-legged downward dog. Open the hip, bend the knee a couple times. Keep your torso squared. Turn your torso squared. I left this out on this side, so let's just take knee to left elbow in plank. Then come back up, keep the knee to the chest in dog. And then send it down to downward facing dog. All right, clear the slate. Take a vinyasa here. Come to shoulders over wrists. Bend your elbows. Upward dog, your vinyasa. And downward dog, hips up. Good. Lift up high onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Bring yourselves to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, forward fold. Let go. Hang your head.
Again, shift the weight forward towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, lengthen your spine, hands to your hips, come on up. Here you go, Michelle. Release your arms down by your side. Good, find stillness and find stability. Good, with the stability still, bring your weight into your left leg without collapsing it. Bend your right knee and kick the heel behind you. Reach your arms back, but don't grab the foot, right? Just lift your heel up, tuck your tailbone under. And then keep that action and soften your left leg. Bring your right leg back, heart opens. Inhale, come back up. Hug the right knee to your chest. And release it. Find stillness in your stance, mountain pose. We'll shift the weight to the right leg. So without, collapsing the hip down, keep your hips level. Bend your left knee, heel by your buttocks. There's going to be this arching of the back that wants to happen here. Keep the tailbone tucked for now. Inhale, open up your arms behind you. So the arch is in the middle upper back, right? More like a cobra up dog. And then just extend, bend the left leg. The right leg, the left leg is bent. That's it, just a little tricky balance. One more breath. Slowly bring your knee back to your chest. Hug it in. And release it. Separate your feet hips width. Take your two-piece fingers on both sides. Grab a hold of your big toes. Look forward, inhale. Send your thumbs between your fingers and your toes. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, elbows out to the side, head towards your shins, and weight comes towards the balls of your feet. Let go of the tension in your neck, yes and no. Good, inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your grip to your hips and rise up. Walk your feet a little closer together, release your arms. Good, now bring your left arm in the air. Bring your right arm by your waistline. Here you go, Michelle, your pose. Palm up. Shift your weight to your left leg. Pick up your right foot. I'm going to say from inside, but I know some of you like to take another position. Bring your knees together. So shoulders, chest open, tailbone underneath you like we just did. Keep kicking back if you'd like to go a little forward. The back bend occurs in the middle upper back, just like we had in the very beginning of class. So eventually, perhaps, your right leg will peek above your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, kick a little higher, kick a little further. Yes, strong in the standing leg. That's the problem, is the standing leg, right? Nothing else. Everything else can be modified. Release your legs slowly. Come back to mountain pose. So, just look down at your right foot for a moment. Press your right big toe down. Ball of the foot, heel, pinky toe. Pull the knee up, nice and strong. Right arm in the air. Good, so automatically I've got more weight right now in my right leg anyway. Bend your left arm. Pick up your left foot from the inside, outside if you want. Start with balance, stay with that, and perhaps you want to come forward. Big dancer's pose. Good, kick a little higher, a little further. And then slowly begin to release. Release your hands, release your feet, separate your feet hips width, bend your knees, fold forward. Lift your toes, slide your hands underneath, wrap your big toe around your wrist, look forward, inhale, and exhale, elbows out to the side. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release your hands, plant them on the floor. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Bend your knees, jump or step back to high plank, chaturanga, upward and downward facing dog. Bring your feet together, lift your right leg in the air, open up your right hip, bend the knee. Keep the weight right now distributed into both hands. You can keep this pose or take your right foot to the floor behind you and flip your dog. You can be in this dancer's bridge or both feet bent, knees bent into a wheel position. Push your hips up to the sky. Good. If you're in your dog, take it around. Right leg back in the air. Right knee to your chest. Kick the leg in the air. Right knee to right tricep. Exhale. Leg in the air. Right knee, left tricep. Exhale, stay. Right leg out to the left side. Left hand comes up. Spinning back open. Arm over your head. Exhale, release your hands. Send your right leg back in the air. Downward facing dog. You can stay here or take a, like a clearing of the slate board chaturanga. And we'll meet back in downward dog either way. Inhale, float your left leg in the air. Open up your left hip. Keep your shoulders, torso forward. Kick heel in and out. Look over your right shoulder. If you like to flip your dog, here's the place to do it. Arm up. Or maybe you're in a full wheel or a half wheel. Breathe in. Keep pushing your hips higher. Exhale, left hand down. Turn it around, left leg in the air. Exhale, knee to chest, round curl. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. And then send it through. Open your right arm up. Good. Exhale, hand down, left leg in the air. Three-legged. Feet on the floor, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank, but don't bend your elbows, just drop your hips. You're on your toes. And then come back to plank, chaturanga, all the way to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, release your head down, bring your arms by your side. Let's split the palms open, turn your toes in, and let your hips just relax a little bit. Bring one ear to the floor. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Forehead down. Take your left arm forward. Keep your right arm back. Bend your right knee. Reach for the inside of the foot. You could be on the outside of the foot. Doesn't matter. You choose what's right for you. Now lift your chest up. Keep your left arm on the floor, like cutting the edge of the side of the arm. And then kick the right leg up. Choose to stay with this, or lift your left leg and left arm. Trying not to roll to one side or the other, but to stay level in your hips. Kick back, one more breath. Exhale, everything comes down. Both arms by your side, toes turn in, turn the other cheek. Inhale, return to center. Right arm comes forward, thumb up so you're on the blade side of your fingers. Left leg bends. Grab a hold of the foot in either position, inside or outside. Right now it doesn't really matter. I mean, it only matters in your body, but it's up to you. Begin to kick your left leg in the air. And then choose if you want more of your body off the floor. Right leg, right arm. But don't roll onto your right side. Try to level out your left hip. Kick a little longer and higher. One more breath. Exhale, release. Arms down. Palms by your side, faces up. Face up of the arms, palms. Inhale, hands by your chest. Push back to child's pose. Sit all the way on your heels. Inhale, walk over to your right side, left hand on top of right. Inhale through center to the other side. Inhale back to center. Lift yourself up to sitting on your knees. Cross your ankles behind you, and then just slide your legs out in front of you. Walk down the mat a little bit, a little Jacqueline-asana here, and sit up nice and tall. Staff pose, Dandasana. Move the flesh from underneath your sitting bones. Place your hands by your thighs. Lift your chest all the way up. Drop your shoulders back and around. Good, now keep walking your fingers forward until they lift off the mat. And then reach the arms in front of you like you're sleepwalking. Palms down, toes up towards your face. Sitting up nice and tall. No Shlumpasana. Point your toes. Pull your chin to your chest. I'll turn to the side for a second. And then round your back. Just hold here. Again, like you're sleepwalking with your arms. Shoulders away from the ears. Roll down slowly till you get to your shoulder blades. Take your time. Bend the right knee into your chest. Extend your right leg in the air. Stay with that or release your arms. Stay with that or maybe lift your left leg up. Reach up, reach forward, reach all directions. Exhale, bring your right knee to your chest. Pull yourself back up to sitting. Flex your feet. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward and grab a hold of your feet, your shins, wherever you can. Blocks if you're flexy. Strap towel if you need more. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale, lift and reach beyond your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, point your toes. Bend your left knee to your chest. Roll down. Or we were rolling down, and then we bring our knee in. So let's roll down. Down to the tip of your shoulder blades. Then bring your left knee in. Stretch your left leg in the air. Choose to stay right like that. Or release your arms and maybe lift your right leg up for 3, 2, 1. Right leg down, knee to the chest. Inhale, pull yourself back to seated. Stretch your legs out. Stretch your arms up all the way, all the way. Exhale, fold forward. We're not staying this time. We're going to roll back down to the floor. Roll slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Hug your knees to your chest. And take your feet to the sky. Happy baby pose. Hands on the outside of your feet. Rock on your spine. Good. If you have the space, open your legs straddle. You can hold on to your feet, your toes, or just go on the inside of your calves or thighs, just not your knee, but keep your tailbone down. So you might have to shorten your arm reach, right? Take your hands into the center, hook your thumbs, reach your arms forward, lift your head and shoulders up. If you have the energy, lift your tailbone off the floor for 3, 2, and 1. Lay down, hug your knees to your chest. Open your arms to a T, shift your hips right, let your knees fall over to the left side. Left arm on top of the right thigh, right arm stretches over your head. Inhale, bring your arms to a T. Exhale, draw your knees to the center. Shift your hips to the left, let your knees fall to the right side. Spinal twist, right hand on top of thigh, left arm over your head. Inhale, open your arms to a T. Exhale, draw your knees back to center. Hug everything close into the center. Exhale, stretch your legs in the air. Feet over hips, so bring them a little further away from your face than you think. Bring your belly button towards your spine and ribs towards your hips. Bring your arms by your sides. Inhale. Point your toes. Exhale. Lower your legs slowly. As you lower the legs, think about them being pulled away from your center or from your hips. So keep lengthening as you lower. When your feet do touch the floor, you come up onto your forearms and the crown of your head softly, mimicking what we did very first pose with our chest open, heart open, no weight on the head. Some of you take other variations of this pose. You're welcome to it. To come out of it, gently tuck your chin to your chest, roll down, and once again, hug your knees into your chest. This time, cross right leg over the left leg like a lady sitting, so knee over knee. Shift your hips to the right, let your knees fall over to the left. Take a few breaths. And then come back to the center, uncross the legs, switch the cross of the legs. Left leg over right. Shift your hips left, let your knees fall to the right. Uncross your legs, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. All right, really condense yourself into a tight ball. Lift your head and shoulders up. Grab a hold of your feet. Bring everything tight and close together. Take big breaths in. Exhale one more time. Big breaths in. Exhale, lower your head, lower your feet. Begin to slide your legs out in front of you. Stretch your arms all the way over your head. So we just found condensing. Now we find stretch and length. Find your deepest length here. Find fingers and toes pointing way away from your center. Big breath in. Open mouth breath, ah. Bring the arms down by your side, palms facing up. Start to settle yourself in to your final Shavasana, your final resting pose. At home, stay fit, stay healthy.